Everyone shut up.
Okay, so here's the walkthrough on the review. Write this in standard form, classify by degree and number of terms. Negative 2x times 3x squared is negative 6x cubed. Negative 2 times a negative 3 would be a positive 6, and that would be x squared. And then that would be minus 8x. This is 3 terms, it's a trinomial. And it's x to the third, so it's cubic. So it's a cubic trinomial. On number 2, find the following. 2x cubed plus nothing else cubed is 2x cubed. This minus 2x squared doesn't change, so minus 2x squared. 2x plus another x would be 3x. And then 3 minus 2 would be 1. There's 4, so it's a polynomial. And x to the third, it's cubic. On this one, if we are subtracting x to the third minus x to the third, nothing else there. This is supposed to be x squared. Minus that negative 2x squared is going to be a positive 2x squared. Don't forget that. You might as well put a negative 1 here and distribute it to everything just to make sure you're not losing that sign when it comes to it on the test. You could also substitute in like a 2 for x and see what number comes up, and then find your equivalency from the answers that way. It's just going to take longer if you do that. And then we've got what? 2x minus, there's no other x. This is supposed to be x squared. So 2x minus nothing else would be plus 2x. And then a negative 3 minus 2 is a minus 5. This is quadratic. And it's trinomial. 8x to the third minus 1, that's 2x minus 1 times 4x squared plus 2x plus 1. Use synthetic division to whatever. This is 5, 0, negative 1, 0, 1, and it's a negative 2 up here. We bring down the 5. That's negative 10, that's negative 10. This is 20, that's 19. That'll be negative 38, this is negative 38. And that would be a positive, 38 times 2, 76, plus 1, 77. So this would be 5x to the third minus 10x squared plus 19x minus 38 plus 77 over x plus 2. Is it a factor? No. If it's a factor, it would have gone in evenly. Probably on the test, it's going to be, is this a factor? A for yes, B for no. See if it divides in evenly. Use Desmos to find the roots. That's all on you guys. You find the roots, type it in, whatever. Maybe I'll come back and show Desmos. Use Desmos to find the maximum, minimum, zeros, increasing, decreasing. Here's what I'm going to do. Bring your Chromebook or your laptop or whatever to the test. And I'm going to give you 10 minutes to use your Chromebook, making sure you're using Desmos. I'll get on like Orchestrator. I'll make sure you're not like accessing some other program, trying to look stuff up. You can use Desmos to work through, flip through, find those graphing ones. We'll do those pretty quick. And then it'll be Chromebooks back away just to make sure we're not just Googling stuff all test long, okay? So that's that for that. Anthony factored this because he's flat out wrong. This is sum of cubes, so it should be 3x plus 4, sure, for the starting part, but then that's 9x squared plus 12x plus 16, or sorry, minus 12x. I always get that one wrong. Okay, if you multiply this one all the way out, that would be 27x to the third, but you would also have an x squared and a single x if you multiplied that out the whole time. You can't just cube the first one, cube the last one, and call it good. And I can guarantee you, multiple choice, this is going to be one of the answers. She was told to solve this. Her answer was this. Nothing is wrong with that. She's right. Okay, that multiplies together to make negative 11 and adds together to make negative 10. She's solid. She's in the clear. Sean was told to factor the expression this. He's wrong because a positive 6 times a negative 1 would have made a negative 6. This should have been x plus 2 and x plus 3. Renee was told to factor the expression this and this. He factors this. What's wrong with the answer? He's not done. This is difference of squares. That'd be x plus 3 and x minus 3. This would be x plus 2 and x minus 2. What's wrong with the way Julian factored the expression x squared plus 16 is equal to this? It won't factor like that because this is the sum of some squares instead of the difference. Difference of squares factors, sum doesn't. X squared minus 16 would factor like that. Okay, but this one's not going to factor at all. Use synthetic division. If you use a synthetic division with the 5, it goes 1, 1, negative 72, 0, which means you have x squared plus x minus 72, which means the rest of the factors would be x plus 9 times x minus 8. That would multiply together to give you negative 72, add together to give you 1. X minus 5 is that last factor down there. Multiply these polynomials. You might just pause the video at this point and take a look at my answer. X to the 5th minus x to the 4th minus x to the 3rd plus 35x squared minus 50x. It's all in this 3 by 3 thing down here. You just have to make sure you organize your answer, you multiply everything. Don't just say FOIL because it's like FOOOIIIL or something like that. There's way too many lines to try to do FOIL. Organize it out, multiply it in the boxes. Use long division. Essentially, you have to use long division if there's a number in front of the x. We worked out a way to fake it with synthetic, and it doesn't really work that great. If you need to know boxes, you can come by and ask me about boxes. But really what I would do on this one, and I'm not lying to you, on the test, I would look at my answers and multiply them by this to see if it makes this. Because that'd probably be a quicker way to do it. If I have this though, 2x to the 4th plus 3x cubed minus 8x squared plus 11x minus 4. And I'm dividing by 2x minus 1. That's going to be x to the 3rd. So that's 2x to the 4th minus x to the 3rd. I changed my signs. That's 4x to the 3rd. That's going to be 2x squared. So that's 4x to the 3rd. And this is a minus 8x squared. So that would be a minus 2x squared. Change my signs. That's minus 6x squared plus 11x. That would be, what, a minus 3x. That'll give me a minus 6x and a plus 3x. 11, 12, 13, 14. Sorry, that's 14x minus 4. I have to kind of move over here. So that'll be plus 7. That'd be 14x minus 7. Change my signs. I have 3 left over, so that'd be 3 over 2x minus 1. Okay? Either brush up on your long division or start multiplying them back out or get the boxes figured out, something. There'll be at least 1 or 2 questions, and you want to get everything you possibly can. Factor by grouping, here we go. This is x squared times x plus 5, and this is negative 2 times x plus 5. So that's x squared minus 2 times x plus 5. Again, you could multiply these together and get that answer, so you can check your answers by multiplying. On this one, you probably have to maybe switch some stuff around, but I think you might be able to pull this one off. It'd be a times a plus 3y, and this one would be 2y squared times a plus 3y. So that's a plus 2y squared for one factor, and the other one would be a plus 3y. Okay? If there's something you don't know how to do, make sure you stop in. Check it out.